Swanson politely turned back to her work.
Ado, Watcher. Governor Clario had many kind things to say about you. I have you here in the ledger. A net profit. What can I do for you today, Watcher?
What do you do here?
Put plainly, I am an advisor to the director. I keep the books in order and offer advice on the operations of the fleet. Profits, losses, all here.
Rather than pointing at the ledger, she raises her hand to tap the side of her head.
I have a better head for numbers than for small talk, I'm afraid. It isn't personal. It is nice to be asked, I suppose. I hardly ever get anyone in here unless they need help with their sums.
I don't see why. You probably have the most important job here.
That is true, but hardly anyone says so.
Sarah smiles, and it meets a amused smile that brightens her eyes and puts a color on her cheek.
I have been lucky to reach this position. I enjoy the work, and it is clear that I am needed. Being useful. It is a good feeling.
Can I ask you some questions?
I can spare a few moments.
Could you tell me a little about the Valiant Trading Company?
Well, it is funded and so controlled by the Songretta Mea Compresa. I can tell you that much. A council of 11 investors. Dukes, nobles, not all from the Republic's mind, but all very important people.
Who runs the company?
While the Songretta is away, Cantaniro is the company's highest authority on the island, but he mainly concerns himself with diplomatic affairs. For the usual business, you want the director.
Alright. So nothing really up here. There's that office I can't go into, so... Alright, let's go talk to it.
I'll see it done. Leave it to me.
Standing next to her desk and lost in thought, Governor Alvari looks up at your approach. Her expression of intent focus thaws instantly, and she greets you with a startlingly sunny smile.
An interesting surprise. The Watcher of Cadnoa, no? I am told that is your ship in the harbor. Ikosi, I mean nothing by it. All newcomers are of great interest here. I am Nueva Alvari, Governor in Residence of the Valiant Trading Company here in Nekataka. What brings you to my door?
I come from Port Maja. Governor Clario suggested the Valiant Trading Company might have work for me.
Generous of him. I am a little surprised he gave you up, to be honest. His operations on Port Maja must be going more smoothly than reported. How much do you know about the luminous Adra trade?
I know Ethos is looking for it.
Funny. I thought the Dawn Stars were the only people we didn't have to worry about. Every viable deposit is of interest to us. Cartographers, surveyors, at any moment we have a dozen expeditions underway. Some weeks ago, we received word of a large quantity of luminous Adra on a distant island. Pukokahara. It is not charted on any of our maps. However, Pukokahara is said to neighbor the island of Tikawara, and we've already made contact with the natives there. We dispatched an expedition to Tikawara with instructions to locate the Adra site and determine its value. Our people have neither returned nor sent any word on their progress.
Alvari spreads her hand in a gesture of hopelessness.
We are too long delayed, and someone must finish the job. A watcher can determine if there is essence in the Adra, if it is worth the trouble and investment to remove it. Information for which we are willing to pay.
If I'm to sail to Tikawara, I'll need to purchase some supplies.
Yes, I take your meaning. Here, a taste of what's to come.
Yes!
This will be of some use to you, I think. It entitles you to act as a commissioned agent of the Valiant Trading Company. Present it and you will be recognized as such.
Nice.
Until then, I believe we're finished. Return here once you have word of our agents and our prize. Oh, and take care upon the open sea. There are greater hazards in these waters than a few pirates. Welcome back. Is there something else you wish to discuss?
Are you in charge here?
An interesting question.
Governor Alvari mouth twists in a rueful smile.
Director Castor concerns himself with the business of the Valiant Trading Company as a whole. He must coordinate our operations across the entire region. I am afraid you must deal with me for the time being. You seek work, information. These are things I can help you with.
Can you tell me a little about the Valiant Trading Company?
Well, the Valiant Trading Company has been here in Nekataka for many decades now. Its main interest is in the mining of luminous Adra, for which we have negotiated with numerous tribes for access to the Adra sites and, where possible, labor. The company also engages in more mundane lines of trade, of course. Ultimately, we are merchants. Welcome back. Please, go ahead.
What are your thoughts on animancy?
It is simple science. I was never of a scholarly disposition, but I recognize that animancy can be nearly as useful as a good caster. As with most fields of study, its merit depends on the mind pursuing it.
What do you do here?
Ha! What don't I do? I tend to the day-to-day business of the Valiant Trading Company. Our negotiations, contracts, and so on. The director takes a broader view of the business. You might call him our navigator. He directs the company's ambitions in the Deadfire. Well, the Valiant Trading Company has been here in Nekataka for many decades now. Its main interest is in the mining of luminous Adra. The company also engages in more mundane... Very well.
Alright. Just wanted to exhaust her of dialogue. That's all. You never know. Alright, we're done with that. Let's go turn in the quest.
Akira, you return. What say, friend?
Why didn't you tell me you showed Luca a fake contract?
Fake? What say? I showed Luca a new contract, yes? Fairer, more agreeable terms. Luca called me a criminal and summoned his guards.
What do you mean by new contract?
A man in the gullet offered to assist me. He carried papers, ink, and wax. He helped to write a new contract in the Valian way and to fix the correct seals. Luca, I say he did not like this. He took my contract and forced me into the streets.
I'm pretty sure you were given a forgery.
I do not know this word. I would fix, but Luca will not give me the chance. Negotiating with outsiders has not gone my way.
Luca listened to reason. The Duape will keep their island.
Akira, I cannot believe. A light after our long sorrow.
His smile broadened and Talwyn slaps your shoulder with encouragement.
My village is modest, but I came prepared. I set aside a few gems for trading. They are yours by right.
Thank you. I accept whatever payment you have to offer.
You are a friend of the Duape. We do not forget.
Yes. Ooh. Upgrade from he would not rest. Duration is greatly increased. Oh, that's amazing. Summon 2 fearful ogres. Ooh. Worms are more powerful? Oh. So I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna upgrade my stuff first before I get the ogre one. Next level, I'll get the ogre. I don't have first level invocations anymore. Nice. I love it.
Come closer, Watcher. We should speak. And here I thought Tewenu would hold vigil on the company's stoop until the last shard of Audra was dredged up from the ruins of his village. Sometimes it pays to be wrong.
Minor positive with the Royal Deadfire Company? Someone has stepped in and helped.
Plenty of folk disagreed with you, it seems. I wonder, what makes you so different?
Money, my friend.
The Valiant Trading Company is so fixated on incremental profits that by the time they make any real headway, Rawatai will own every island in all but name.
She shakes her head in sighs.
And the Hawana are so gullible that their loyalties will be spread across 500,000 contracts, and nothing but black powder will remind them who truly owns Deadfire. Stop by the Royal Deadfire District sometime. Rawatai needs men and women of action to represent our interests, and I can see a promising career for someone like you.
Alright. So, anything else in here? Okay, I can't do that yet. Huh. Luminous bathhouse. Children of the Dawn Stars know her. Okay. Not too bad. Just finishing up a lot of quests right now.
Ado, you return.
Zamar sent me to collect your debt.
Merla, and he hired muscle.
Rodora takes a shaky step back.
Sientere, but you are too late to collect.
And she holds out her palm and flinches as the blow that doesn't come.
A gang in the northern alley stole every coin. I cannot hire a crew, much less repay Zamar.
Zamar is having pirate trouble. Could this game be connected?
If they wanted Zamar to thirst for coin, it is possible. Botsos will regret it when I turn my cannons to their mast.
Why won't you tell me what happened?
Wizard lights drew me like a moth to the alley north of the Wild Mare.
Her eye turns downcast.
The blow to the back of the head that followed, Merla, it hurt.
She touches a spot behind her ear and hisses.
Then a wolf sat on my chest while a group of thugs went through my pockets.
A wolf?
It growled like a thunderstorm and drooled on my uniform.
Rodora passed a stain on her
I
shoulder.
stumbled back here and traded all I had left for the comforts of the mare.
Sounds like my quarrels with this gang. Farewell.
When you got their leader, tell them Radora sent you.
She raises as a mug and winks. Alright then. Cut purse ambush Captain Ranora and stores Amar's coin. The thug got a drop on her in the northern alley of the coin's birth. Back alley. So, around here. Good. I haven't gone up here, so that's great.
I'll see it done.
That's close enough.
A young girl narrows her eyes and reaches for a dagger tucked within her back pocket. Her cheeks are shallow and she licks the edge of her dry lips. Even if she had eaten this week, I doubt she'd be in fighting shape. That's how you want it, kid. She backs away, step her eye widen to the size of the bronze OS.
Come, Blanca, I yield.
She holds out her palm.
Let's not do anything hasty, Ak?
What is a kid like you doing in the streets of Nekatar?
Nasenale. I've never had a roof over my head longer than an evening.
She cocks an eyebrow at you.
I guess cutting me loose was cheaper on my parents than a passage back to the Republics, or a few bites of bitter squash.
You know anything about the local pirates hassling Zamar?
Ak, if they are the same ones who robbed Radora blind.
She drags her threadbare sleeves across her nose.
The boss and his wolf sleep their fun off by day. But by night, he and his botzo friends keep to the alley giving out bruises for coin.
Gestures off in opposite direction.
Well met, stranger. If you feel like investing in protection, I'd be willing to trade iron for copper.
The armory presents you with a friendly smiles. Your selection is fine, but I'm looking for even better equipment.
I assure you that everything I sell is well crafted.
Her smile wavers.
But I will admit I'm not quite the weaponsmith that Marihi is, nor do I possess Uto's expertise with firearms. Marihi you can find in Pariki's Overlook, the district to the north. Uto has a shop in the Brass Citadel, in the eastern part of Neketaka.
Alright, let's see what you have.
Lots to see. Take your time.
She nods. +2 might. Perform 50% chance to perform knockdown attacks against a target with critical hits in melee. Grants reeling blow. Perception resistance to resolve affliction. 10 accuracy. 2 to intellect. 1 to religion. Grants shout of hosts. Heaven's wrath grants avenging storm. I don't want either one of those, but the passive 2 intellect on it is pretty neat. Okay, well, for now, I'm going to take this helmet right here, because that gives me perception, and I want perception. Okay, let's sell those. Keep those. Okay. Sell the books. Whoa. Keep the map fragment. Okay. Looks hideous, but I'll keep it.
Leave it to me.
So I'm guessing they're sleeping in this district home. They have to sleep somewhere, right? Or do I actually have to wait for nighttime? That would be really stupid. Forsaken dog.
Leave it to me.
Oh, Zonoa. 2 insight and 2 metaphysics. Yes. That's the best puppy so far. This dog is teaching me metaphysics.
I'll see it done.
It's
There's a
crazy,
kick.
I know.
Leave it to me.
The dog knows metaphysics, guys. Ain't that crazy? Okay, we're going to save. And we're going to wait. Near midnight. There you are, you fucking bitches! I will kill you!
You the one causing trouble in Cotter's neighborhood.
The wolf at the man's side raises her hackle and growls. He shushes and passes her behind the ear, all the while keeping a focused train on you.
Your smoke and mirror ghosts do not impress Kaletzia, and they do not scare Cotter.
Pulls the spirit from the in-between. Smoke and mirrors? I think not. Kota's eyes snap open to the instant that grows aware of many forms thronging among you. The moment passes and you dispel them from view.
Come, Planker. Cotter does not doubt his eyes. What do you want?
Someone robbed. By any chance are you the one shaking down Zamar?
Zamar has money problems. Cotter has solutions. The little man doesn't know how to count his coins. Cotter heard a newcomer was talking with Zamar.
His free hand moved towards the weapon slung on his
Tell
belt.
the shipwright to accept Cotter's deal before he suffers another setback.
Tell me my business again, and I'll sew your wolf into a pair of boots, Imiko. Principe and Patrina moderate negative? Really? Damn it. I can't do that then. Why are you shaking down Zamar?
Zamar can keep Principe's ships afloat. Cotter tires of seeing his family sailing derelict wrecks.
Just give me Captain Ronoramori money and I'll leave you alone.
The coin is gone, Aimika. Ale for Cotter's friends and food for Cotter's wolf. Makasita gets the rest.
Moderate negative with the pirates. What's it in for me?
Cotter will see that his casita knows your name. There's also a coin to spare. Redora's coin. But she's too soused to miss it. And Kota will get you the Principe discount on Zamar's goods. Deal?
Sounds fair. I'll hammer out the details with Zamar.
Gelarde, here's an advance. Go tell Zamar the good news. Kota will handle the rest.
Well, I thought I was gonna fight, but I guess not. I mean, I don't want to, like I said, I'm trying to be friends with everyone. That's the main point of this playthrough.
Ahoy there. Any news worth telling?
I spoke to the Principe on your behalf.
You actually confronted those feral cats?
I think you're better off taking their deal. Sighing as Zanzana squeezes his eyes shut.
I needed coin, not a middleman to negotiate with cutthroats.
You underestimate how hard the Principe are working to make your cooperations the only recourse.
That doesn't make it right.
His grip on the gun squeezes tighter.
I won't be held down by schemers and killers.
You're meant to take this deal before they offer you a worse one. His chin rises and falls, with heavy breaths as he lifts the gun halfway.
If it's between my life and my dignity...
Gritting his teeth, he thumbs the hammer down and tucks the firearm back into his belt.
The Principe have their shipwright. And may Andra take them for it.
He grabs his fistful of his beer, grunts, and pulling away from the history chain. Okay, cool.
You again?
Kota recognizes a friend.
He winks at you.
Fair payment for a smooth transition.
He tosses you a purse.
Kota's just making sure no one bothers our friend.
He tilts his head toward the end indicated Zamar. You doing okay, Zamar?
This idiot's wolf has already peed on my good leg.
Zamar glowers as Celestia.
What in Abaddon's stinking furnace do you want? Ugh, come to...
Oh, that's a nice discount. 6,000 gold off the strongest ship is not bad. What is it? 20% discount? 10% discount. I can't count, guys. I can't do basic math. And it's right there. Well, let's go north. Why is this even here anymore? Oh my god. It'll take you an hour and 19 minutes to go here? Sure. Exotic herbs.
Why, hello. Custelia at your service.
She sits down her pruning shears and look up at you and down with a warm smile.
I can tell that you're new to the Deadfire. Maybe you're still getting your bearings? Some of my herbs can help with seasickness or worse afflictions.
What do you think I got here recently?
It's nothing personal. You just have that taking everything in look about you. Give it time. It'll pass.
What brings an herbalist here?
Money is the obvious answer, but I don't think that's what you're after. Yes, I'm an herbalist, but I also pride myself as a florist. I think the city liked the idea of putting a flower shop somewhere visible. It's ostentatious, really. Probably the same reason why we have a magic shop next door. Pariki's Overlook is a great big splash of culture and innovation, there to show travelers that the Huana are ready for the world at large.
She shrugs. Show me what you got. Dexterity and alchemy. Are you kidding? Give me that. I'm not gonna need that.
Oh, yes.
What?
I'll see it done. I'll deal with it. It's finished.
Mine, thank you. Goodbye. What is that? Luminous bathhouse. Marahi's metalwork. Oh, I have to stand so close for it to like highlight.
Postenago. You have truly put your foot in it this time. Adotella, you go to visit the luminous bathhouse, yes?
Perhaps. What do you ask?
My satchel. Like a fool, I left it inside. My ship is due to sail from Nekataka with the next high tide. If I do not find it, my Kasita will surely throw me overboard. Merla, I cannot swim. I would go by myself, but the guards, they bar the doors to me without my Kasita present. They think I am a thief.
He stares at his feet, his hands and anxious, twisting knot from him. Why can't you ask the Casita to retrieve it then?
I would rather her not discover my incompetence.
His eye dart to the side, looking as if something or someone just outside of vision. An understandable concern.
I would go by myself, but the guards, they bar the doors to me without my Kasita present.
Are you a thief?
No, of course not.
His eyes widen and frightened, and he's waving his hand frantically before you in wording's gesture.
I would go by myself, but the guards...
I could help you find it.
Gelade, you mean it? Agrasima, I am in your debt.
The air of misery suffusing him lifts for a moment. His eyes goes wide and he grins. You notice a light sheen of sweat on his upper lip, and he shifts his weight from foot to foot and stares at your intently. Stare at you intently.
There is one thing. Madiko, how could I have forgotten?
He tugs his collar and is ready too hot.
If you could, do not open the satchel. The contents are... The information is...
He searches for the word.
Proprietary. You understand?
I would never.
When I first saw you, I knew you were a trustworthy sort. I knew. Please, when you find the satchel, meet me at Peddler's Canal in Queensberth.
Oh, okay. Now I can go everywhere, really.
Did the Queen summon everyone to the palace?
Akira, I've never seen Aruihi run so fast.
Do you think the Audra Colossus would come here next?
Pray to Kahopa, it does not.
You had no right to interfere in Rawatai's business.
Huana culture isn't business, you company drudge.
Oh boy.
I don't give two pyres for your tribal pride, and I wager that Arkamir cares even less.
The Amawa woman clutches her fists at her side. Her severe feature are caught in an unshakable grimace.
If this is what passes for Rautai in diplomacy, Raza Nui has bigger problems.
The more calm and composed Juana smiles, turning when she notices you.
If you've come to see Arkamir, you're too late. He left the estate on wizard business.
What did you want with Arkamir?
The wizard got his hands on a Huana tablet, the Harapo epic. I came to reclaim it for Rawatai. In the middle of my negotiations, this little pest showed up with a claim on it.
She gestures to Netehe.
The Harapo epic belongs to the Huana. The Queen sent me to remind you both.
An intact primary source is a rare find for the Huana.
Akira, few outsiders can appreciate what such an artifact could mean to our people.
Posturing about cultural value is worthless. We both want the tablet for the same reason.
Who's Arkamir?
A spellcaster, and a damn good one. Specializes in hexes and illusions. He and his apprentice run the Dark Cupboard, a local magic shop.
How did he come to possess the tablet?
I believe that he had dealings with black market treasure hunters. Not that the Queen will implicate him.
She's too preoccupied negotiating with the warmongers at her door.
Any idea where Arkamir went?
Arkamir could be drinking Kuiki wine with dead kings. There's no finding him if he doesn't want to be found.
Well, back to the previous questions. Is there a reason why you both want the tablet so badly? The pair go silent, awkwardly avoid eye contact, focusing in different directions.
There are things better left unsaid.
While I'm standing here, you mean?
Akira, I don't deny it.
Instead of standing here and arguing, why not negotiate with him?
Arkamir left the city. Likely for the peace and quiet we didn't grant him.
At least I offered to pay him. Your only currency is altruism.
So what's your plan?
I might as well adjourn to the palace in Serpent's Crown and give Arkamir time to think.
What a load of... You mean to get your hands on that tablet with or without Arkamir? You island rats can barely write your own names, much less a distinguished epic.
The Netehe blinks at her shock and takes a moment to soothe down the creases in her uniform.
Scamper back to the Brass Citadel and spin your own plots. I will happily do the same on my side of the island.
Okay. Well, before you go, I'd like to speak with you, Tamura.
I suppose I can spare a moment.
She watches Netehe go with an uncertain frown. Any idea on retrieving the Harpo epic?
I heard tell of Ephron, a thief with a penchant for making house calls. Word has it that Ifrin made his way inside of Arkamir's manor and later died. Now his soul is bound to the fortune-telling machine in the Dark Cupboard. Strange fate.
Tell me about yourself.
I help finance expeditions around the Isles, which often means keeping an ear to the ground. Not very romantic from behind a desk, but Rawatai's campaign could use the extra coin.
You and Netehe doesn't seem to get along.
All of her pretenses of cultural pride are means to an end. Like the rest of the Huana, she isn't above exploiting any advantage if she can profit from it.
You make a point. The Huana has assembled tidy profits selling off the islands.
As you say.
I have questions about the Harpo epic.
It's a handsome piece of rock, which some call valuable. I won't dispute that point if the value goes to Rawatai.
What does the Deadfire company want with the Harpo epic?
I suppose it's no secret that we're after more than some arbitrary cultural touchstone. We're looking for a route to Ukaizo. It stands to reason that ancient lore would be a key to finding the place.
What kind of defense does Arkamir have inside the manor?
Arkamir is a magical savant and a recluse. That makes for a very dangerous combination. He relies on imps and ironclad constructs to maintain the estate. When you've lived as long as Arkamir, I suppose trust becomes a problem. Fine by me. I'm looking forward to the day when the Harappo epic is someone else's concern.
She chuckles mercilessly. Could the Harappo epic really be a path to Ukaizo?
When it comes to finding the Lost Island, we can't afford to neglect any lead. The Ranganui seeks to saddle the weather and harness the storm. If there is a place where this can happen, it is Ukaizo.
Tamara shrugs and wipes off the breast on her uniform. Okay. Well, I'll talk to the other chick too before I, you know. A stray kitty!
I'll see it done.
Jules! Oh, you also give one to perception? Okay, well.
The sea is true home, not smelly mountain. What you want?
How can I get inside the Alchemy Manor?
Sprout wings like imp, huh? Fly up to balcony.
The imp bats his wing extra hard for the emphasis before pointing out the higher ups in the manor.
Doors are for ground meat.
What are you doing out here?
Arkemir doesn't let worthless idiot outside after worthless idiot sprayed dung on stupid tablet. But Arkemir not home.
Retriever grins splits the embodied
So
feature.
worthless idiot watches the ships come in. Looks at all the tasty gulls.
You want to set sail and eat gulls? You're welcome to aboard the Defiant. The imp takes in your word and eye widening the size of moist saucers. Flap its wing carry you closer to whispers in your ear.
How often you beat your crew, huh?
It doesn't whisper at all, and the question sends ringing through your ear. Follow my orders and we won't have any problem.
I join crew? I join crew!
The imp flutters in excitement in little circles and point out the distant shape of the Queen's berth and salivates at the sight of the gulls landing on the ringing of the Defiant. Yay, I have an imp in my crew! You invited that imp into your disgusting. Well, do you have an imp in your crew? I don't think so. Okay.
Quench your thirst on the way up the mountain?
Maita inclines her head and gestures to a wagon loaded with kegs. What do you serve here?
Spirits and the like? No one this side of the slope will scorn you for a little indulgence.
She smiles.
Between us, folks tend to linger and spend coin in parikis when they've had a few. Good for business, I say.
Show me what you got. Ooh. Actually, lager, whatever you want to call it. It's probably the best. But I don't have money.
I'll see it done.
The dark cupboard. Ironclad construct. Shop imp.
I got nowhere else to turn. Stonehill is going to kill me.
Don't drag me into your mess, Berteno. Not again.
Then you leave me no choice. I'm sorry.
Hey, come back with that. Madico!
Oh, so nice of all the constructs around the shop.
Fortune for a pun, good madam.
Shop imp, greetings.
Does it mutter something in the dark, hateful under her breath as regards you with her narrow, wandering eyes and flared nostrils? What was that?
Buy something.
Why are you so hostile?
It's not hostile. It's just imp.
He bares his teeth and hisses to emphasize the point.
He's imp and is sad.
Aww. His expression falls, new sags, wrinkles, and edge grow definition.
Fasina spends too much time away from shop, leaving me to fend for self. His bad enough master won't let me leave stupid shop.
Why do you think Fasina spends too much time away?
She hates her work, hates Arkemir, hates me. Reason enough.
He counts on each finger, then balls his claws into a fist. So you're not angry at all, are you?
Imp's complicated. Kids think we have two big emotions, angry and happy.
He smacks his lips and stumbles a lot longer. More nuanced words.
But Kith can't smell imp spray. Jovial spray. Melancholy spray. Creative spray. Imp spray all over everything.
Oh my god. To accentuate the point, a little puff of foul-smelling effluvia wafts out from the orifice that was not evident a second ago.
Go on, I don't care.
He gestures for you to hurry. I'm looking for Ifrin.
Dead thief? Check box. He's still rattling around in there.
Huh. Show me what you got for sale. I don't care for scrolls or scepters. Quarterstaff, all plant ability, accuracy with fire attacks. That sword is godlike. Oh my god. Wait, what is that? Empowering an invocation, returning 3 chanter phrases. Huh. Grant spell cache? Oh. Oh. Cool.
That flaccid Batso.
This young wizard clutches the countertop, looking at her. She's either going to vault over or snap it in half.
Imp, you had none of that, huh?
Dan mutters to himself in dark, guttural tone.
That's what I thought. What am I going to do? Think, Fasina.
She grabs a fistful of her hair and sighs. What was that all about?
My postenago of a lover stole Rokawa's fingers. The master will kill me if I don't get them back. He must have wanted to raise some fast coin. Arkemir will flay me alive over those damned gloves.
Fasina cradles her brow and groans. Strange that the construct didn't attack him for stealing.
Is it strange? I don't know. Go consult Arkemir's grimoire if you're that curious.
Flustered, she only excused looks elsewhere. What aren't you telling me?
Not that it's any of your business, but Berteno used to spend a lot of late nights here.
Fasina coughs into her fist and avoids eye contact.
I got into the construct's guts and marked off Berteno as a safe visitor so they would not attack him. And before you ask, no, I will never do this again.
Huh. Why does he need the money?
He said that he's in debt to a Rautayan captain by the name of Hamuto Stoneheel. By all accounts, a deadly serious man.
Why are these gloves so important?
You do not know Arkemir, do you? He is as cheap as a Wodican clerk. Whatever he loses from those gloves, he will take out on me. Somehow.
If you get me inside Alchemir's manor, I'll get the gloves back.
I cannot tell if you're stupid or very, very stupid.
She shakes her head slowly, weighing the matter.
Bring me the gloves and I'll give you the key to the front door. And we never had this discussion. Deal?
Oh, that goes without saying.
I do not know where Berteno fences his goods, but he mentioned an appointment at the Bra Citadel docks.
Fasina bites the thumbnail and glares at the door, seeming to wish it would burst off its hinges.
Hamuto Stonehill must be as dangerous as he sounds, or else Berteno wouldn't be so panicked.
I have a question about your predicament.
Berteno stole Rokawa's. Suddenly, my whole existence revolves around these
I
gloves.
wanted to talk about your shop imp, your little co-worker.
I hate him from horn to hoof. More than once I've caught him smearing feces all over our selection of cloaks.
What?
Not that this should dissuade you from buying one.
She coughs into her fist. I think he's sad because you spend time away from the shop. In a strange way, I think he likes having you around. She studies you, weighing your words with a doubtful, if interested expression.
No. We are talking about the same little flying stinker? Maybe I ought to be nicer to the little thing. We both hate Arkemir, so we have that much in common.
I need to get inside the manor.
Imp, go hang laundry.
She silences and gazes into the falling shop.
You mentioned your little plan before. Ifrin tried to sneak in. Now he's stuck in a box, telling fortunes for pyres.
Can you at least tell me anything useful?
The imps that guard the manor? Idiots. Arkemir plays with shape-shifting illusions, so his imps know him by his clothes. Do with that what you will.
Huh. Back to the matter of the manor. Is there another way inside?
Locked doors tend to have keys. That one's free.
Anything I can do to convince you to let me inside?
You already pledged to help Berteno. Or Bozzo. Your plan is so poorly concocted that you had to tell me about it. I only want one item, a stone tablet. I am beyond finished discussing this. If you don't have any business, then this could be where we part ways.
Tell me about yourself.
I am the apprentice of He of Many Colors. That's plain old Arkemir to you. What few spells I know have names like Arkemir's Dripping Scourge or Arkemir's Malevolent Codpiece. He made me conjure a household staff of imps. Horrible, chittering things. I think it's because he knows I hate them.
You use a lot of honorific when you talk about Arkemir.
He makes me call him by the titles he's earned in his long career. I can also call him by the titles I've made up since the start of my apprenticeship. To me, he's the bringer of foul wind, the teeth of suckling imps, and the herald of dirty slippers.
Show me what you got for sale. Same thing. Same thing.
Salutations. Do you wish to hear your fortune?
I was told you broke into Arkemir's manor.
What? Am I famous out there or something? Tell you what, 500 pyres and you get the exclusive story.
Huh. Tell me what I want to know. Your bucks end up at the bottom of the harbor in Queen's Berth.
Knowing Arkemir, he'd think it was funny and just leave me down there.
The puppet ceramic eyes rolls in the back of the clicking and whirling.
That manor is a fortress. An Orland partner and I got to thinking that Arkemir wouldn't miss a few coins here, a few gems there. There's a span of natural rock between Arkemir's place and the luminous bathhouse. Ganor let us camp in his basement with our pickaxes. After some careful hammering, we found ourselves in Arkemir's manor without a guard in sight.
His eye light up with pride. That was a sensible approach. No one should have known you're coming.
Hey, you're smarter than you look. We might have been able to crack the lock on the front door, but who knew how many guards would meet on the other side? We snuck through the house until we found the vault. No keyhole, just a bunch of gems. While he was working on the lock, one of the local imps grew keen to us. Alarms went off. I don't remember dying, really. I just woke up in this box. And Archimere told me that I had to work off my debt.
What happened to your partner?
Archimere told me that he died, but that he was put to good use. Forgive me if I don't speculate on the meaning of that.
Okay.
Sucker for a good story, eh? Can't say I blame you. That manor is a fortress. After some careful hammering, we found our... Take that, you jerk! And that!
You gain 1 copper.
That felt good.
Minus 20 will. That's hilarious.
I see something. Leave it to me.
Her window overlooked the Perky Overlook and secondary manors just across the way. The right tool can make a gap. Study the distance. However, anyone with decent climbing experience would secure a grappling hook from this distance. Throw a grappling hook. Okay.
I'll see it done. Where there's a pick, there's done. Leave it to me.
I just wanted to do that for EXP. I care less for getting over there yet.
A blade in the dark. I'll see it done. Not a chance.
I say, you look like someone who wants protection and a certain something about presence. Akira?
The Hioana woman scans you up and down, nodding as she measures your proportions.
Holler if any of the iron or steel laying around catches your fancy. Or if you need something repaired, I'm happy to take a glance.
Can you do anything with these?
Curious metalwork, I say. These engravings.
Maruhi runs her finger along the faint gland-fastened runes. In rapture, she sways on the spot until she shakes herself back into the one, clearing her throat.
How did you ever manage to break this wonder?
A god stepped on my castle. She narrows her eyes as if weighing the truth of your words.
Forget I asked.
This is
no small challenge. 1,500 pyres is the price.
Here you go.
Akira, I will get started at once. Have a seat. This will take time.
Squinting and biting her lower lip, Marty, you take a closer look at the weapon and the shards. Yay, repair me the
My
weapon.
friend, your handsome blade is restored. A good thing it was made of exceptional steel.
She balances the weapon in her palm and sighs down at the craftsmanship.
Such a shame to see it go. But go it must.
She relinquishes the sword with your care. Whisper of Yenwood. Yay! That is not bad. My thanks, Maruhi.
If you're ever in need of spare coin, I'd be happy to take that off your hands. Enjoy it in the meantime.
She winks. Parakeet Overlook is an interesting place for an armorer.
Akira, they wouldn't put a traditional smith here unless she brought something special.
She sighs and glances towards the tools.
My clients wanted everything engraved and beautiful. Wasn't why I got into the business, but it keeps my debtors happy. I keep it interesting working with exotic materials like shark leather, since there's some demand and little supply.
She shrugs, running her hand across the length of hide. Show me what you got.
won't see us. Leave it. I'll see it.
Today's catch, I say. Fresh and hot, spiced to the tongue of outsider and local alike.
The vendor gestures to a bag of hot coals his wagon favorite scent of rising from the bundle of meat stuffed leaves. Oh, food. Luminous bathhouse. I want to go in here first before I head to the luminous bathhouse.
If you find yourself in need of comfortable garb, I'm happy to oblige.
Trips his curt professional manner. You're a tailor?
I've been known to rip a seam here and there, patch some shredded gear back into shape.
His expression shifts, turning sour.
Thought I was an armorer, did you? Assumed that my tree stump limbs and barrel chest lend themselves better to the forge than the needle?
Why would I do this? What? His eyes snap on and hoists him off the ground. Eyolf clutches your hand and kicks his legs, but he's too terrified to scream. Once your point was made, you lower him back to the ground slowly.
That'll teach my idiot mouth. I won't make assumptions about you making assumptions, okay?
He busts himself off and holds him back in place.
If it's armor you're after, Marihi will set you up. She's got a knack for metal.
Points at the door and jerks his head towards the east. Shock armor. Grant storm of 7 bolts. Final storm. Shocking damage AoE when knocked out. Oh.